Amaka, a successful woman in Abuja, marries Folarin, a calm and steady Lagos-born engineer. She is intelligent, prayerful, hardworking, financially independent, but she has one silent issue. She doesn't know how to soften. Because she grew up watching her mother suffer in marriage, she promised herself, no man will ever control me. Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to Lemma Relationship Vibes. If this is your first time here, my name is Lema. This is the space where we tell relationship stories that make you pause and check yourself. Not just your partner, yourself. Because sometimes the problem is not always them. Sometimes it's the wound we never healed. Today's story? This one humbled me. Because it's easy to point fingers at men. But what happens when the woman is the one who needs to grow? Let's get into it. Her name is Amaka Okori, from Enugu, lives in Abuja, works in a government agency. Money decisions? He's alone. Family decisions? He's alone. Her mother adjusted, always, and young Amaka made a silent vow at 14 years old. She said she will never depend on any man. Fast forward, she meets Folarin Ademi, soft-spoken mechanical engineer. Raised in Ibadan, respects women deeply. He loved how driven she was. She loved that he wasn't loud. They dated for 2 years. No major red flags, wedding in Abuja, beautiful ceremony, everything looked balanced, but marriage reveals what dating hides. Year 1, small tensions. First issue, money. Not lack of money, control of money. Folarin suggested, let's open a joint. Amaka, you need to account for bills. Amaka responded quickly, I can handle my bills myself. He laughed at first, but she meant it. She insisted on splitting everything exactly 50-50. If he paid electricity, she transferred half immediately. If he bought groceries, she calculated her share. It wasn't partnership. It was accounting. Whenever Folarin suggested something small like, maybe we shouldn't travel this month, she heard, you're trying to restrict me. If he asked, can we eat at home this weekend? She heard, you're trying to control me. Her tone became sharp without her even realizing it. You're not my father. Don't police me. I've been independent before you came. And Folarin? He wasn't controlling. He was trying to plan, but slowly he stopped suggesting things. Amaka argued to win, not to understand. She was articulate, quick, sharp with words. If Folarin made a mistake, she reminded. You always do this, just like last time. You men are the same. And here's the twist. Folarin wasn't toxic. He didn't cheat. He didn't shout. He didn't dominate. He just began withdrawing. Year 3. They lived in the same house but felt like roommates. Conversations became surface level. Intimacy reduced. Not because of hatred, but it stayed in her chest. The turning point came during a family gathering in Enugu. An uncle jokingly said, Folarin, hope, you're the man of the house? Everyone laughed. Amaka replied jokingly, in this house, we are 2 captains. More laughter. At that night, Folarin was quiet. In the hotel room, he said, I don't need to dominate you, but I need to feel respected. For the first time, she didn't argue. She saw hurt. Not ego, hurt. Weeks later, during a church women's day, in a program in Abuja, the speaker said something simple. Strength without tenderness becomes intimidation. That sentence broke her. She went home and replayed her tone, her reactions, her constant readiness to defend. She realized something painful. Christian counseling. Not because she was crazy, but because she was guarded. She unpacked childhood memories. The vow she made at 14, the fear of dependence, the fear of losing control. She realized submission isn't slavery. Partnership isn't weakness. Softness isn't stupidity. One evening, she sat with Folarin and said, "I think I've been fighting a war you didn't start." She apologized not for being strong, but for being harsh. And Folarin did something beautiful. He didn't say, "I told you." He said, "I married you because of your strength. I just need to feel like we're on the same team." They started small, weekly financial meetings, tone awareness during arguments. These small actions build a stronger partnership. Listening without interrupting, allowing him to lead sometimes without suspicion. And slowly, the house softened. Laughter returned. Not because she became weak, but because she became secure. 6 years married, still strong, still ambitious. But now, she doesn't compete with her husband. She collaborates. And she says something powerful in her message. "I thought I was protecting myself. I didn't do. I realized I was pushing love away." Let me say this gently. Some of us are not difficult because we are wicked. We are difficult because we are afraid. Afraid of losing ourselves. Afraid of being silenced. Afraid of repeating our parents' mistakes. But healing is your responsibility, not your spouse's punishment. If this story touched you, be honest. Have you ever pushed someone away? While trying to protect yourself, drop your thoughts. This is Lemma Relationship Vibes, where we don't just blame partners, we grow. I'm Lema, and I'll see you in the next story. If you want, next story we can do. A wife who emotionally cheats through harmless male friendships. A woman who struggles with comparison because of social media. We need to be aware of these subtle traps. A pastor's wife battling secret resentment. A couple dealing with infertility pressure from African families. We can go even deeper. Just say the word.